FTX is actually worse than we thought. Bitcoin inflows to an exchange just spiked, and Cardano is launching a stablecoin. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. As always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. And don't forget, for a limited time, our Altcoin Buzz Access group is free. And while it is, you can get our great weekly market updates and NFT update reports from our amazing research team. Check them out for free now. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get into the news. Bitcoin could dip below 16K today as $600 million in Bitcoin options expire today. Bitcoin bulls had placed bets that Bitcoin would be at 20K and above a few weeks ago. And at the time, who could blame them? It was a very solid level for support and resistance. However, over the last 2 weeks, the scenario has changed and the range quickly adjusted to 15 to 17K. The weekly options that expire today on Bitcoin are especially relevant because if Bitcoin is suppressed under 16,500, bears are able to secure a $120 million profit. For bulls to win, they would need the price to pump above 18,000 to come out ahead, but for the price to pump almost 10% seems a little bit less realistic. With all that being said, it seems likely that Bitcoin falls under 16,500 in the short term. Binance has just seen its biggest daily inflow of Bitcoin since late 2018. As fears around FTX brought people to take their crypto off exchanges, Binance just saw a huge spike in Bitcoin inflows of over 145,000 Bitcoin. The last time this happened, in November 2018, Bitcoin fell over 40% the next 2 weeks to the bottom of 3,100. Usually when large amounts of Bitcoin get sent to exchanges, it means whales are going to sell. And if it's anything like 2018, we could see that 40% downside. However, analysts at Nansen tweet that while there have been a large amount of inflows, there's also been a lot of outflows as well. And for them to be transferring to dump on Binance just doesn't seem right. Others say that it's just exchanges reorganizing and shuffling funds around for proof of reserves. Whatever the case may be, I don't think we've seen the end of the big price movement for Bitcoin. Days after Ethereum turns deflationary for the first time since shifting to proof of stake, critics have started to highlight the Ethereum Foundation's removal of Ethereum's staking withdrawal schedule on social media. A crypto community member pointed out how Ethereum developers, leaders, and influencers mentioned that ETH staking withdrawals might be open 6 months after the merge. After this, the estimated time for the unlock was moved from 6 to 12 months. The schedule was revised to an estimated 2023 to 2024 before finally being removed entirely. Anthony Sassano, the co-founder of Ethereum resource site ETHHub, came to the network's defense by brushing off the criticisms as attempts of the Bitcoin maximalists to find other things to attack in Ethereum after being proven wrong by the merge. As of right now, Ethereum is the most staked cryptocurrency, with many wondering when they'll get their staked ETH out. Cardano plans to launch its own stablecoin in early 2023. USDA will be the first fully fiat-backed, regulatory-compliant stablecoin on Cardano. USDA is part of a broader plan that would offer users several financial services and products functioning on Cardano-based assets. These plans include lending and borrowing services, crypto-based card payments, and bridges between traditional markets and decentralized applications. This could help bolster Cardano's DeFi ecosystem, which locks just over $53 million in value. That's an 82% drop since March highs of over $300 million. USDA is planning to launch in Q1 2023, where users will be able to tokenize their USD into USDA via credit and debit cards, wire transfer, or conversions of ADA. Alongside the tokenization of USD, Cardano will soon enable the conversion of other stablecoins such as USDC and USDT into USDA, with long-term plans to enable conversion and swaps of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and ETH. If you thought FTX was bad before, it gets much worse as new FTX CEO John Ray highlights in a new bankruptcy filing. Alameda Research loaned $1 billion directly to Bankman-Fried, while FTX Director of Engineering Nishad also received a $543 million loan from the company. New CEO Ray went on to say that from compromised systems integrity and faulty regulatory oversight abroad to the concentration of control in the hands of a very small group of inexperienced, unsophisticated, and potentially compromised individuals, this situation is unprecedented. The group also failed to carry out daily reconciliation of cryptocurrency holdings and use software to conceal the misuse of customer funds. This also allowed the secret exemption of Alameda from certain aspects of FTX.com's auto liquidation protocol. Nansen, a research company that's been doing proof of reserve for all the other exchanges, did research and concluded that at least 86% of all FTT tokens were initially controlled by Alameda or FTX. When an entity holds 86% of the circulating supply, they can manipulate prices a lot. That might be the reason that the FTT token rose from its initial seed price of 10 cents to $84 in 2021. CK Zhang, the former head of valuation risk at Credit Suisse and now co-founder of a crypto hedge fund, said the FTX's fall was part of a deleveraging process. This bear market has seen the collapse of Celsius, Three Arrows Capital, Voyager, and now FTX, but the worst is likely over. Since there's only a month and a half left in 2022, and we've already seen so many collapses this year, we can only hope this will be the last one we see. The DeFi community has long been concerned about the security of wrapped Bitcoin bridges. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin once expressed concerns over possible losses in 2020. When the news emerged that FTX had become the latest crypto exchange to collapse and file for bankruptcy, such warnings came to the mind of many again. FTX's decline highlights why decentralized projects such as the Wanchain Bridge are a great solution for bridging tokens. Platforms with exposure to FTX are currently counting their losses. For example, Solet Bitcoin, or Solana Wrapped Bitcoin, a Solana-based crypto asset tied to the price of Bitcoin, saw a huge decline in value over the weekend. Cross-chain transactions often take place on exchanges and third-party platforms. These third-party platforms provide custodian accounts, and if the FTX saga has any lesson, it's that one should avoid custodians and go trustless whenever possible. Although no one saw the FTX situation coming, bridging with a decentralized, non-custodial solution has always been a secure alternative. And in terms of decentralization and interoperability, Wanchain ranks among the highest. Wanchain is also the only platform that facilitates truly decentralized cross-chain transactions between isolated blockchain networks. Wanchain's cross-chain service already supports Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Moonriver, Bitcoin, XRP, Polkadot, Avalanche, and more. Previously, centralized exchanges were the easiest way to move USDT. But Wanchain has changed all of that with their cross-chain bridges Xflow. So if you wanted to send USDT from Ethereum to AVAX, you would get native USDT on AVAX instead of wrapped USDT, which is always a plus. So after this whole year of collapses, I think we're going to see a lot more of this native cross-chain bridging on platforms like Wanchain. Sui Network, a Layer 1 blockchain and rival to Aptos, has just launched its testnet Wave 1. This will be used to improve decentralization, coordination, and incident response, as well as identify a core group of operators who have experience in deploying, monitoring, and debugging. We also recently put out a video of how you can qualify for the Sui airdrop, which I'll link down below. That's it for your Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.